What is good, YouTube? This is your boy in the Soundcraft Studios here, coming at you guys with another discussion. Today we're going to be talking about Animal Crossing New Horizons. So let's do this.
Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, I need to just say this right now. I'm excited to see what this game becomes. What do I think about the game, though? I think it looks good, but I think there could be a little bit of improvement. Now, I have said it before online that one of the big things are the graphics. I think the graphics are just way too basic. I do think like character models such as like the villagers, they all look really good. I think like one of them kind of has like a bit of a fluff design to make it like a plushie. I think character models and stuff like that look good. It's really just the environment. The environment just looks so basic. Like it just looks like it was Animal Crossing New Leaf just re-upresed for the Switch. Now don't get me wrong, New Leaf is a great game, but it's like, come on now, this is the Switch. It's like, I know Animal Crossing doesn't need to be like super detailed to be super realistic, but it's like, make it out, add the same sort of detail that New Leaf had. New Leaf had good detail. Just add good detail to the background, to like the graphics, like the grass and stuff like that, and then that will pretty much fix the problem right then and there. I just want the game to look a little bit more polished. But now let's get into the actual gameplay. So it's basically the same as the other Animal Crossing games. However, this time you're actually trapped on an island, or well, you're sent to an island, and you basically have to build it up. Not a bad idea. The only thing I really am hoping for is that the island is big. This is not the 3DS, this is the Switch. I want to have a much bigger world than what I had on New Leaf. I want an island that feels like a big island. I want it to feel big. I don't want it to be this small little town. That's one hope I have, because I really don't want this to just feel like New Leaf on the Switch. Given that this is a new game now, we need to see like a much bigger world with more inhabitants you can invite and all that stuff. Then let's get more into the gameplay as the fact of being able to craft things. Essentially, simply speaking, Animal Crossing has met Minecraft, essentially. Using a table, you can craft various items. That's just a really cool concept. I think this is something that I think Animal Crossing really could have used. I think Animal Crossing really could use something like mining stuff and not mining stuff, but stuff like this. Being able to collect resources and being able to use them to actually create various things. Heck, it can even make it more than likely easier for getting complete sets of furniture as well. And then a new thing that they're adding is I believe you can have your own lawn. What it means is that you can essentially put furniture outside of your house. Now, I don't know if there's some sort of boundaries to this. I don't know if you can just put furniture all over the town. I personally wouldn't do that, since it just kind of looks a bit sloppy, messy. But it's the fact that you can put I do kind of hope it's just limited to your lawn, just so that way you can make the town island look a little nicer, just for me, just my personal thinking. But seriously, the fact that they're having this in there is awesome beyond belief. This is another one of those things that really should have just been there since the GameCube one. Well, at least they're adding it now, right? Another thing that they're adding is the DIY phone. This is pretty much exactly what I thought about. This is a thing I thought would be perfect for Animal Crossing. I predicted this. What if you used a phone to do various things? You can use a phone to kind of check various things. You can use it to check your map. I don't remember exactly if you can use it to email villagers, but if that is the case, then I got that correct too. I kind of felt like letters in Animal Crossing were kind of starting to get towards their end. I felt like letters just weren't meaningful anymore. But now emails, that just makes a lot more sense, because now it's not just all this very complicated stuff. You don't have to go get an envelope. and all this stuff to send and go to the post office to send it. You could just send a quick email to your villager or something like that. I'm so glad that was in because that basically has one of my predictions right. And I thought it would be a really cool feature to have. I think that would be one thing to really make this game good. So that's pretty much all of the main gameplay differences that they're having. But one other thing is that they're going to have multiplayer up to 8 players online. Now, I really hope that this actually works pretty well, and I want it to be a little better than New Leaf. New Leaf wasn't too bad in this regard. I am one person who actually went to other people's towns often online, at least for a while with my cousins. There's even videos online of that stuff. I'll put an end card. But the one thing was that it just took way too long going from one town to another. So I really hope that you can actually go to other people's towns and all that stuff. And heck, maybe you can even go to other people's towns locally as well, which would probably be really cool. That way you'd still be playing. But even then though, you could still do co-op. This is something that I'm really surprised they're actually doing. They're actually allowing co-op, from what I can tell. You could probably see it on screen right now. They're possibly doing co-op. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't really know how it's going to work. Just like Luigi's Mansion 3, I really am happy they're doing this, but I'm really curious as to how it works, because I kind of felt like these two games just wouldn't really work with co-op in many ways. I mean, unless they did it in a certain way, but I don't know that certain way. But to be fair, I'm so glad that they're doing this. It's just great. The problem is, though, I don't really see much use for it. Because, like, wouldn't you on your own island? Yeah. But anyways, we get to the last thing that is a little bit of a disappointment. Well, two more things that are a little bit of a disappointment. The first thing, probably the biggest one, no cloud saves for the game. Just another reason why the Nintendo Switch Online is total crap. Apparently, they have said that the reason for this is to avoid time traveling and stuff like that, and like stuff like that to kind of get rid of cheating. I mean, that kind of makes sense, but it's like, is that really a big deal? Like, I know some people do time travel, but it's like, why couldn't they just have it why couldn't you just have the time set on the clock? Like, why couldn't it just be like that, where it's literally set on that clock? And also, is it really a big of a deal? Besides, Animal Crossing is one of those games that people spend lots of time on. I wouldn't want to play Animal Crossing New Horizons for 80 hours, and then I end up accidentally breaking my Switch by basically losing all my progress. It's just one of the worst feelings of all time. In fact, it's one of the worst losses of all time. Right up there with losing someone. Losing your save data is a real issue. So that's definitely one thing. Maybe they can do it. They're probably not. And then another thing that I'm not the most happy about, it's not even a big deal because I kind of knew this was happening, but I really wish the game could have came out in 2019. I don't care if it could have been December 31st, 2019. I don't care. I feel like 2019 really could have been possible. Now, I do understand that the reason, and I'm actually pretty happy for the reason they gave. Wanting to think for the employees. I like that. That's a great thing. But really now, are we going to be seriously getting back into the old times where Nintendo's going to just be delaying games left and right? Fire Emblem was delayed, Yoshi was delayed. I don't know about Luigi's Mansion 3. I mean, that one might come out this year, but I really hope so. And now, Animal Crossing. Look, I do understand why. And to be honest, it's not even that big of a deal. It's just something I kind of wish was happening in 2019. Or if it's going to happen in 2020, I would like to have the game out a little earlier. Maybe February or something like that. But whatever. It's still fine. I can still live with that. Though it's going to be really hard not thinking about that game for a while. But yeah, that is pretty much all that there is about Animal Crossing New Horizons. In conclusion, it looks like it could seriously be a great Animal Crossing game for the Switch. The problem is that it's only looked like it's going to be a great Animal Crossing game for the Switch, and not a phenomenal one like New Leaf was. New Leaf was probably my favorite Animal Crossing. I made a review about it a long time ago. I love that game. That game might be one of my favorite games on the 3DS. It's my favorite Animal Crossing by far. I don't know. I really want Animal Crossing New Horizons to kind of recapture that same magic from playing Animal Crossing New Leaf, because New Leaf had that sort of magic that was so satisfying. It was that kind of magic that was just amazing. Because it was the first life simulation game I really ever played. I fell in love with it. I want Animal Crossing New Horizons to seriously feel like something like that. I want it to seriously be something that can just blow my socks off and just make me think, this is Animal Crossing on the Switch. Well, there's still time left, and they can probably still fix up the game in that time. Just please just fix up the graphics. That's all I'm really asking for, as that's the only real thing. I know they're not going to do anything about cloud saves, but it's like, at least touch up the graphics to look a little nicer, make the island big enough, and I think we could be seeing the best Animal Crossing of all time. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are excited for Animal Crossing New Horizons. And also make sure to like this video and subscribe if you guys want to see Animal Crossing New Horizons videos, which are obviously going to be happening regardless if you like or subscribe once the game comes out at the very least. And yeah, I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace out. Take care.
It's showtime! Did you enjoy the show? Well, time for the highlight.